Here with you today, and I want to thank the Coca-Cola Consolidated team for hosting us. And before I get started, I want to recognize some of the great partners that we've had who we wouldn't be here without. Certainly Mayor McClendon and his team, who have done an excellent job. And I'm very glad that you had the responsibility of reading that proclamation and not me. Randy Zook from the Arkansas Chamber, who does a great job helping lead and execute business across the state, and Clint O'Neill and our entire team at AEDC for all of their work to secure this investment and so many like it that have helped make Arkansas business such a huge success. I also want to thank Morgan for your very kind introduction and, most importantly, your leadership at this company. I've had the opportunity over the course of the last year or so to get to know Morgan and the Harrison family during my time in office. And they have truly built a culture that is hard to find. Successful in business, but much more than that. Devoted to faith, family, and country. Something that, unfortunately, is all too rare this day and age. Last May, Coca-Cola Consolidated invited me to the Coca-Cola 600, which is held every Memorial Day to honor our fallen service members. Before the race began, I joined their annual Gold Star Brunch, where they invite the families of our fallen heroes to relax and spend a day together. I was excited to mingle with the families and thank them for their service. But just before, Arkansas had serious storms the previous night. As the sun came up and our emergency crews hit the road, it became clear that several large tornadoes had torn through our state. I'd been on my phone all night and morning working with emergency responders, but as governor, I knew I needed to be on the ground to see the devastation firsthand and to provide comfort for Arkansans. Luckily, we weren't just being hosted by any company. We were being hosted by Coca-Cola Consolidated. They literally moved heaven and earth to get me back to Arkansas, so that just a few hours after meeting with Gold Star families in Charlotte, I was on the ground in Bentonville, Arkansas. This is a company that understands and values service, not just to their customers and guests, but to the entire region and country that they serve. Today's ribbon cutting is a good example of that. They've invested $25 million and created new jobs. This is part of more than $115 million that they've invested in Arkansas since just 2019. It's part of the nearly 600 teammates they employ across the natural state, and it's powering their nearly $500 million annual impact here in Arkansas. But more important than the investments that they make is what they stand for and what their mission is: to honor God in all that they do. And I can tell you firsthand that this company lives out those words every single day. I'm proud that my administration is partnering with companies like Coca-Cola Consolidated to push Arkansas's economy to new heights. In just my first 18 months in office, we've added tens of thousands of jobs in communities across the state. And for the 6th month in a row, more Arkansans are working than ever before in our state's history. It's no secret why Arkansas is growing. Low taxes that are getting lower, a strong workforce that's getting stronger, and leaders from the city to the county to the state who are proudly pro-business and working in sync together. And we're even prouder that companies like Coca-Cola Consolidated, businesses that honor their values and are unafraid to wear them on their sleeve, are choosing Arkansas as their home. As an example of one of the wonderful stories and investments that they make and honor people who have given and served so much, with us today is Kelly Barnett, a Gold Star mother from Mountain View. Kelly lost her son, Taylor Hoover, in the Abbey Gate attacks in Afghanistan. Coca-Cola Consolidated invited Kelly here today to thank her for her service and her sacrifice and give back some small fraction of what she's given our incredible country. Kelly. I attended Taylor's memorial service in 2021. It was absolutely heartbreaking. Taylor had spent more than a decade in the Marine Corps and deployed overseas 5 different times. His final days were the definition of service, helping Americans and our partners escape from the Taliban. He had a fiancée waiting at home and his entire life ahead of him, all taken in a terrible, senseless act of terrorism. If there was any hope at the memorial service, it was in watching Taylor's family, friends, and fellow service members wrap their arms around each other and lift one another back up. In the years since, I've had the opportunity to get to know Kelly better, her spirit, her resolve, and more than anything, her love for her son. Kelly, nothing we can do or say will ever fill the hole in your heart, but we're here today to once again wrap our arms around you, to honor your son's sacrifice, and thank you for your service to our country. Thank you, Kelly. And while we're also here to celebrate this great investment, we're here to thank Coca-Cola Consolidated for coming together to support moms and dads like Kelly. It speaks volumes about who you are as a company and what you stand for as a leadership team. Thank you for what you do. Thank you for the investment that you have made here in our state. More importantly, thank you for who you are as a company. We're so proud to have you here in West-Memphis. I know I joined the mayor in celebrating this great day, not because of the investment alone, but because of what we know it brings to have a company like this located here in Arkansas. I also want to thank all of the team members that are at the back. We know that none of this would be possible without your work, without your dedication, and without your great service. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for letting us be here with you to celebrate today.